Hey guys, what's up? It's Zak here from Vortexgaming, and today I am giving you a dual commentary with RobinGaming.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's RobinGaming here, as Zak said.
And today we're going to be doing a bit of a video about upcoming games. That's
Yeah,
better.
gays.
And we're going to be talking about like what we're going to be looking forward to, and maybe a bit of information, and yeah. So if
Well, especially Naughty Dog games, right?
yes, definitely.
Okay.
So
you can start.
Okay, alright. So I'll be talking about The Last of Us first of all. So most people who play Uncharted should know, if they have like anything to do with Naughty Dog, that The Last of Us is coming out. It's going to be. It was revealed in December, December 2011,
Yeah.
and during the Spike TV Video Game Awards, and yeah, so it's going to be a third-person survival action-adventure game. It's been developed by Naughty Dog. It's going to be exclusive for the PlayStation 3. And it's going to be a bit different to most games. It's going to be about, basically, a girl and a boy. And a son.
A man.
Yeah, and a man, more like. And the girl is 14 years old, and the man is like, I don't even know how old the man is. It doesn't say here.
I guess 35 or something like that.
Yeah, he looks about that age. Maybe in his early 30s or something.
Yeah.
And basically, the girl has been born after this whole disease that's like completely, what would you call it, kind of done the human race, if you like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of like infected the whole human race, and they are in Boston, and they have to kind of get to a safe position. And Joel, the person who is escorting Ellie, is like, he's a ruthless survivor with a few more lines left to cross. So he's a bit of a dickhead, if we're honest, because he's been he's before the disease, he was kind of giving drugs out and weapons out and shit like that, and so they have to survive through the whole zombie apocalypse. And yeah, so it sounds like a really jolly game, guys.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much the story we know so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really wondering, like, what they exactly have to do with each other. I mean, yeah, I think I've also heard that pretty much someone, like the father of Ellie, I believe, or I don't know if it's the father of Ellie or like a relative of Ellie, but yeah, he pretty much gave Joel like the task of supporting Ellie and bringing her from one place to another. We don't know yet why. I heard a really cool theory that was pretty much someone said that it was like the last girl on Earth, and that could be it could be right, because we haven't seen any female characters yet in The Last of Us. So it's like they really need to keep Ellie alive, right? What do you think of that?
Well, I am looking at a Wikipedia page, guys, so this might not all be true, but you were right there about a dying friend. It was just a dying friend that Joel makes a promise to about it.
Yeah.
But like, Ellie will be controlled by AI, and the controller, will be controlling Joel, not the controller. Mm-hmm. You will be using the controller to control Joel. And just for video sakes, I'm going to tell you who's going to be playing who. So Ashley Johnson, Ellie will be played by Ashley Johnson, and then Joel will be played by Troy Baker. And
do you know those actors?
Well, I'm going to pretend I know that.
Yeah, well, I know them. I've seen a lot of like interviews, and yeah, they're pretty cool people, I guess. They haven't played in any Uncharted game, so yeah. They are really like new to Naughty Dog games, but they aren't really new to games in general, because they have played in a lot of games. I don't really know out of the top of my head which games, but I'm pretty sure I heard that Troy Baker like voice acted in a lot of video games, so they sure have some experience. But
yeah, I'm just looking at Troy Baker's Wikipedia page now. I know I'm so organised, guys. No, you can't really fit all this information in your head if you think about it, really. But he looks like a really good guy for the job, and his profession is voice acting, of course. A lot of people did think before that, like, the first thought about The Last of Us was going to be that Joel was going to be voiced by Nolan North, because he was obviously acting out Nathan Drake and so on and so forth. But he wasn't obviously going to, do Nathan Drake. He was going to be doing Joel. And pretty much.
I really hated that, like everyone said, like, hey, wait, that's Nathan Drake, and then there were also people saying that Ali was actually Alan Page, and really they kept saying that Joel was Nathan Drake and Ali was Alan Page. It really annoyed me a lot because basically Naughty Dog said all the time that wasn't the truth.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I mean, like, you have seen the gameplay, right, from the E3 demo, and I guess everyone has seen it. What do you actually think of that?
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I think it's going to be a bit different to Uncharted, and I've heard that there's going to be a few sandbox kind of sandbox. You know what?
Well, there's like different routes you can take, but it's most probably still like a linear game.
Oh yeah,
I guess,
it's still going to be a linear game, but I think it's going to be a bit more sandbox type than Uncharted. But it looks really good. I think that the graphics, although Uncharted 3 maxed out the graphics on the PlayStation, I think the graphics are still going to reach to Naughty Dog standards, because as we all know, Naughty Dog makes like the best games out there.
I think it even looks better already than Uncharted 3.
Yeah, it does, definitely.
Seriously, it looks so great, and it's great to see they can still improve on the PS3.
Yeah.
Well, the hardware is really outdated right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, seriously, but do you know that, like, the team that is doing The Last of Us is basically, like, the split-off team from Uncharted 2?
Yeah, there's going to be two teams.
Those people haven't, like, worked on Uncharted 3, but they have worked on Uncharted 2. I don't know if you agree with me on this, but do you think that Uncharted 2 single player was better than Uncharted 3?
Definitely. I mean, if I'm honest, actually, I wasn't able to play a lot of the Uncharted 3 campaign. I couldn't complete it because my disc was being retarded. So I had 2 discs. I rolled out 2 discs by doing 2 legacies on multiplayer mode, and then I kind of did a bit of campaign, and then new legacies came out. But the gameplay graphics, I think they're a bit different on the campaign.
A bit more realistic, right?
Yeah, they're a bit more realistic, I think, but because they are more realistic, but they're less kind of, they've got more contrast and everything, and I think it's just really good how they made it, and I can see that Naughty Dog are able to improve on every single game that they do, and I think that's just really good for Naughty Dog.
Yeah, I really like the graphical style, like I said, the more realistic stuff, but also that the colors, they're pretty much more natural. It's more green and brown, and I mean it sure just looks really good, and it's gonna release in 2013. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be maybe even better than Uncharted, and that's just great. Like there is multiplayer announced though. Like, what do you think that multiplayer is going to be?
Well, we don't know exactly for sure what the multiplayer is going to be. It might be co-op, it might be competitive. I would really love a competitive multiplayer because I am a competitive kind of guy. I would love both actually co-op, but I know The Last of Us. It's a new game it's a completely new series. I don't know if they'll make The Last of Us 2. I mean, we've had gameplay, but we haven't seen the whole story yet, so we don't know if it's going to be just a one-game thing only. It's going to they've assigned a whole team to do The Last of Us, though, so I would expect it to be a series, but
it's really like Naughty Dog cut in half, so it's just as much people working on it as Uncharted 3.
Yeah.
But co-op seems like the way to go because basically the whole game, the whole single player is a bit like co-op because Ali's helping you. But then again, Ali is pretty much scripted, so it doesn't really seem to me that there's going to be co-op. It looks to me like it's just going to be competitive. I'm really wondering how it's going to play out, though, because you really don't have much ammo in The Last of Us. I mean. And so it's probably more like a stealthy multiplayer or something like that. I'm just really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've also heard that... Sorry, guys. My throat's kind of acting up a bit here. But I also heard that, unlike Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 1, I believe, I didn't play Uncharted 1, but I've seen gameplay of it. With the Uncharted series, your health goes up by not getting shot at, which doesn't really make sense. With The Last of Us, you're actually going to have to heal yourself, I've heard, which is going to be a completely new thing to...
Yeah, you can see it in the gameplay that it had a health bar.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I mean, then again, like, you know, it is about survival, and what I was thinking about, you know, what happens if you die? Is it just a game over screen, and do you respawn with, like, the health bar full again? That would be pretty stupid, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it really would have been, like, or it really would be a survival game if you know, if they choose that once you die, you actually need to restart the whole game.
Yeah.
That would, you know, then there would be something at stake.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be quite hard. I mean, I guess I think if you had the game over and then you respawned with full health at the checkpoint, let's say, I think that'd be better for casual players. But then if you're talking about like starting over again, like completely, then that might be a bit better for the kind of gamers that are really into this kind of thing and want to complete it. And I think Naughty Dog really have to make a decision there whether or not it's going to be a casual or competitive game, because if it's going to be casual, then they should put in co-op, I think, and if it's going to be competitive, obviously put in competitive multiplayer. So they really need to make a decision, which they may have already made. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think that we're pretty much done now with The Last of Us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We're just really looking forward to it. It's basically just going to be like another Uncharted-like experience, though.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I can't wait to play it. But yeah, there's also Naughty Dog Team 1 or Team 2, whatever you want to call it. And that's the Uncharted team. And yeah, Zach, what do you think that team is doing right now?
Well, do you want me to go on to the next topic? Which
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, we think we've heard, and there are a few Naughty Dog officials that we've heard that's been leaked, that Uncharted 4 is being made. I mean, obviously, if one group has been made for The Last of Us and another group has been made for Uncharted, it would be completely stupid move for a company to make one group just work on Uncharted 3 for the rest of the Naughty Dog. So, obviously, logically, Uncharted 4 is coming out, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I think that when PS4 comes out, which it's been leaked that it's going to be coming out maybe in late 2013.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like late 2013 or early 2014.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's not coming. It's definitely not going to be coming this year. I don't think at all. That's not going to happen. But I think it might be in kind of the bundles that you get. It's going to be a bit like if you get a PlayStation 4, you need to get Uncharted 4. And I think that would be both really good for Sony's side and for Naughty Dog's side. And I know Naughty Dog is part of Sony, but I just think it would be really good for the marketing point, because people would buy Uncharted 4 and they would buy PlayStation, and Uncharted would get a lot more notice. And I think also, and this is a bit off topic, but with the Uncharted 3, they didn't really market the multiplayer properly, and all of their patches and updates, that's all going into the multiplayer. None of it's going into campaign. So they really didn't market it the multiplayer enough, I don't think, because everyone I know that plays Call of Duty, as everyone does pretty much, Uncharted 3, what everyone knows it as just a campaign game. So they need to market the multiplayer also.
But they really need like a fresh start with that. They can't really get any players to Uncharted 3 anymore. So yeah, they really need to have like a second chance or a third chance with multiplayer, because you know it's really a shame for me to see that there's so few people playing it, though, because it is like a great multiplayer, don't you think?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that Uncharted 4 is going to be released for PS4 just as a launch title, because I've said this to you before, and you know, I just think that Uncharted 4 is just the title to have for the PS4 as a launch title. It's really going to make the PS4 get a lot of sales, and that will be like the title everyone will be looking forward to when the PS4 comes out or is announced. And but like, what do you think what's the direction that Uncharted is going? What do you think?
I think that it's going well. I think that with patch 113 and patch 114, I think it's kind of, I have actually been put off a tiny bit. In case you've like looked at my channel, depending on which channel you're watching this on, Robin's or mine, I have said that I'm getting a tiny bit bored of Uncharted. I'm not completely quitting at all, but I'm just moving on to a few other games. Sorry, my chair's really squeaky, damn it. But I think that patch 1.13 has made a lot of adjustments to the game. It's made the multiplayer very different, the system's different, but I think if they just keep on listening to the community, then I think they will do well. However, people who have said that they don't like patch 1.13, including me, I think that it's actually partly our fault because we've been complaining about the game for a long time about different things, and once they're gone, and for example the Gmod, a lot of people, although they didn't like it and complained about it, they still used it, a bit hypocritical, and I'll admit I did that for a bit. I kept on complaining. I'd be using the M9 and then I'd get tired and use the Gmod. I didn't do that at the end, but I started doing that, and then Naughty Dog thought, well, they want this, so they're going to get it, and then they've just made it completely different, and I don't mind it, but you know, and the leveling up, it just takes too much XP in my opinion. I think it's going to turn into...
I wouldn't be surprised if Naughty Dog just went back to the basic things, like they had in Uncharted 2, because it did, you know, it didn't cause a lot of complaining. Yeah, people really like that. I just think, like Uncharted 3, the multiplayer was a lot faster paced, like character animation, stuff like that. That's something I think they're just going to keep. They're going to keep it very fast paced. Yeah. But yeah, with that like basic gameplay, and I mean, I'm really wondering what they're going to do. Also, like locations. Have you thought of any locations you would like to see for Uncharted 4?
Sorry, I didn't hear you there.
Any locations for Uncharted 4? Like, have you thought of anything you'd like to see?
Where it will be based, or?
Yeah. Well, where the game will take place, the single player and the multiplayer map.
I honestly, Uncharted 4, because in Uncharted 2 they moved around the whole world. In Uncharted 3 they moved from like Borneo to Syria to the airport. I'm talking about Corporate Adventures here. And then they also went in Borneo on Uncharted 2. They went to London. They've gone to London. It's going to be I think it's going to be a worldwide thing where Nathan Drake has to get up and go wherever he needs to go for the treasure. But also, I had a thought and it's just gone out the window. When that happens. But yes, that's it. Nathan Drake. A lot of people I've actually heard. About 30% of my friends list, 100 friends here, so about 30 people have said that they actually want Nathan Drake to be a bit like, they want him to be put aside a bit and not being the main character. I think that's utter bullshit. Sorry for cursing there, guys, but I really do think that that's rubbish, because Nathan Drake is the heart and soul of Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 1, and he's the funny guy, he's the very strong guy, he gets all the girls, he's everything that, you know, a man can be, and he speaks Latin and all that crap. But I think it would be a complete stupid move of Naughty Dog to make Nathan Drake less main, if you see what I mean, less of the main character. So I think they need to keep Nathan Drake where he is in boss position.
Yeah, well, to kind of get back to the location spots, you know what I was thinking about? Like, we have these block mesh maps, right?
Yes.
That now got released. And I was thinking, maybe that's like a very sneaky way of giving people a map that is based on an Uncharted 4 location. And I was thinking, you know, when you see that first block mesh map, it looks like some kind of ruin, once you think of it. And there's also these bridges in it, right? Yeah. Like, and I was just thinking, that looks really like Italy. And I've played Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and it really looked like those bridges, the bridges they had in Venice and in, Rome. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, maybe they're even, like, slightly, without trying to make us notice, they're actually testing certain Uncharted 4 things, Uncharted 4 map structures and stuff like that, so those bridges, see if all those things work. You know, I thought about it. I walked through the whole block mesh map, thinking like, okay, what could this look like if it was a real map? It really looked to me like Italy, and I don't know. It's, you know, most probably it's not right what I'm saying here, and it's not going to be that. But I was just thinking about it, and Italy is like a location that you know, they haven't been in yet in Uncharted, and it seems like a location they could choose, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm actually thinking of a really kind of a lot of people wouldn't think of this, but you're talking about the block mesh maps. I'm actually thinking that they might add a bit of, and I don't want them to do this, a bit more of a futuristic feel, because like the kind of programming, it looks more like a kind of, if anyone's been a beginner fan of Uncharted franchise, to see kind of the computer works and the gaming works and everything, they do show kind of blocks and everything, a bit like the block mesh maps. Obviously, they've added in color to make it a bit more user friendly for the like average user. However, I do think that might have actually given it a bit of a futuristic feel, which I really hope that Uncharted 4 doesn't have, because I think Uncharted 4 needs to keep the way it is, kind of be more adventurous, and not have like all the kind of the way that Black Ops 2 has gone, which is futuristic from like, you know, not old fashioned, but from like modern times to futuristic. I don't really think that that's the kind of step that Naughty Dog needs to take. I think the fans like Naughty Dog, like Uncharted 3 the way it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna stay the way it is with the time setting. But yeah, I mean, Uncharted 4, seriously, we could talk about it for hours and hours.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be great, I know that for sure, and I'm really wondering what Naughty Dog exactly is working on with Uncharted 4, how everything is going to play out and where it's all going to take place. But yeah, I think we pretty much covered the Naughty Dog games now, so...
Do you want to go on? Do you want to talk about your games then?
Well, if we still have time, I'm not sure, like, we could save it for another video maybe.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so maybe another time we can talk about other games, but that was just the kind of Sony Naughty Dog kind of games that are going to be upcoming. So if you want, Robin, do you want to say bye to the viewers, or?
Yeah, well, I first want to say that look forward to some more videos with Zak on my channel, and yeah, we're pretty much going to be discussing other games that we are looking forward to. We're also going to do one more video, which will be a Would You Rather video. So if you're interested in that, then please give us some suggestions in the comments. That would be really great. Yeah, goodbye, people. Now, Zak, you can do the ending.
Alright, so yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, please do send us some Would You Rather suggestions, because it'd be really cool. I'm sure, Robin, you'll get a lot of kind of suggestions for Would You Rather, because
I hope so.
You know, out of all the people that watch it, you know, your videos. But anyway, guys, I think that's all the time we have now. So, and yeah, check out my channel, check out Robin's channel if you haven't already. Very unlikely that you haven't checked it out. But I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.